today globally, I think it's important for me to cast our minds back to the COVID era. COVID did create a lot of devastation to lives and livelihood globally. And after COVID, we started to see the global economy developing again. Growth was beginning to improve. Inflation numbers were good. Financial market conditions were beginning to get better. And suddenly, in 2022, another crisis came. Before then, of course, COVID created recession in very many countries, and I'm sure there's hardly any economy in the world that did not witness a recession between 2020 and 2021. But we did come out of it. But unfortunately, again, in 2022, another crisis came up. And the crisis which we're still facing today is a war between Russia and Ukraine that has unfortunately created problems for the global economy. All the forecasts that had been made by the IMF, World Bank, and other institutions began to go south. Growth began to go down. Inflationary pressures began to climb. And of course, inflation globally attained unprecedented levels. And of course, central bankers and the Feds thinks that, well, inflation being a primary mandate of monetary policy must be dealt with squarely. So in the course of 2022, practically all economists or all Fed chairs and central bank monetary policy authorities embarked on a regime of tightening. And those tightening conditions led to interest rates going up. And without any apologies, you could easily predict that interest rates will go up, and as long as the need still is there for you to combat inflationary pressure, which also has its own adverse consequences on growth. So as a result of interest rates going up, financial market conditions globally became very tight and worsened. And unfortunately, you could see a situation where you are trying to solve a problem in a country like the United States. You're trying to solve a problem of how to combat inflation. That, of course, it now has dovetailed into banking crisis in the United States, where only last week we saw that the Silicon Valley Bank has had to come down, Signature Bank down. Of course, before then, we've seen crypto exchanges or crypto companies also coming down and all that. In Nigeria, we have come very hard on cryptos, and we do not allow both people and exchanges to use the Nigerian banking system to conduct crypto business, because we believe that as long as you believe that you want to encrypt your transaction between you and another person, and us being bankers, we want to ensure that whatever transaction is going on between you and another person is decrypted for us to know what is happening. So in case there's a problem, we're able to. So that's where we stand in Nigeria, and we have no apologies for that till